Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Ravens fans, you know how unpredictable the NFL can be, and right now, there's a swirling storm of rumors that might just shake the AFC North to its core. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that could redefine how Baltimore approaches their defensive front this offseason. The buzz centers around a hypothetical move involving Jacksonville Jaguars pass rusher Josh Allen, who, if this rumor turns out to be true, could be wearing purple and black very soon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true, but let's break down what's happening behind the scenes and why this deal could be a game changer. So, here's the scoop. The Jaguars, currently sitting at 6-9, are facing some tough decisions heading into the offseason. Despite Allen's talent, they're looking at their cap situation, which is roughly around $25 million for their offensive line, and considering their recent struggles on defense, allowing an alarming 135 rushing yards per game and a pass EPA of -0.12, they're tempted to shop their star pass rusher for premium draft picks. The Jaguars are reportedly eyeing a big return, maybe 2 first-round picks, to make this happen. Why? Because Allen, who's been a disruptive force on the edge, is seen as a valuable asset that can help teams accelerate their rebuilds. And of course, the Ravens are very much in the mix here, especially given their desperate need for a boost on the defensive line. Now let's talk about Allen himself. This guy is a speed demon coming off the edge, and in 2025 he's been a wrecking ball, tallying 12, 5 sacks, 34 pressures, and 16 tackles for loss. His PFF grade is an impressive 89.2, and his EPA per rush is +0.22, which is outstanding for a defensive end. His win rate sits at around 18%, but don't let that number fool you. When he's firing on all cylinders, he's a nightmare for quarterbacks. This season, he's been a true disruptor, constantly forcing offenses to account for him, opening up opportunities for teammates and generating turnovers. If he joins Baltimore, he could be the shot in the arm that the Ravens' pass rush desperately needs, especially considering how much he would complement the existing rotation, like Van Noy, who's been solid with an 82. 6 PFF grade and 8 sacks. And it's not just about adding a talented rusher. It's about transforming the entire defense, making it more aggressive and unpredictable. The Ravens have been a team that thrives on pressure, and Allen's presence could elevate their sack numbers by around 11 per season, pushing their total to new heights. This increase in pressure translates directly into more turnovers, possibly a 19% boost, and more QB hits, which could turn close games into decisive victories. His speed off the edge, which is about 23% faster than the current Ravens rushers, would complement their defensive scheme perfectly. Imagine the Ravens' defense with Allen rushing from one side and Van Noy from the other, forcing quarterbacks to make quicker decisions or face the consequences. Sacks, forced fumbles, and maybe even some pick sixes. Moreover, the Ravens are already a team that benefits from solid field position, gaining an extra 5 yards per start on average thanks to their ball-hawking secondary and relentless pass rush. Adding Allen would amplify that advantage. The team's overall strategy is designed to control the trenches, and with Allen anchoring the edge, they could see a significant upgrade in their ability to dominate opponents in the trenches. It's the kind of move that could push Baltimore from a good team to a great one, especially as they gear up for the final stretch of the season and into the playoffs. Now, let's look at the broader picture. The AFC playoff picture is shaping up to be fiercely competitive, and the Ravens, currently sitting at 8-7, are in the thick of the hunt. But competing with the likes of the Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals requires every advantage possible. Allen's addition could be that X factor, especially considering his playoff experience and ability to raise his game when it matters most. The odds of Baltimore making a deep run could improve significantly if they lock in a player with Allen's talent and impact. Speaking of impact, let's not forget the historical context. The trade of Hendrickson to the Bengals last year, which resulted in an additional 15 sacks for Cincinnati, is a perfect example of how a single pass rusher can alter a team's fortunes. If the Ravens manage to acquire Allen, the the ripple effect on their defense could be just as dramatic. His presence would not only elevate their sack totals, but also put more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, leading to more turnovers and ultimately more wins. It's a move that makes strategic sense, especially considering Baltimore's focus on building a relentless front seven that can impose its will on both the run and pass. Of course, there are skeptics. The Jaguars might be hesitant to part ways with Allen, especially if they believe they can still contend or rebuild around him. Plus, the cap situation complicates things. They'd need to clear some space to make the deal work. But for Baltimore, the opportunity to land a player of Allen's caliber could be worth the financial and strategic gamble. The Ravens are known for their aggressive offseason moves, and this could be the next chapter in their quest for another Super Bowl title. In terms of statistics and projections, if Allen joins Baltimore, the team's total sacks could jump from their current level to around 50-55 sacks per season, which would be among the league leaders. This kind of pressure not only helps in creating turnovers, but also boosts the confidence of their secondary, which has been improving steadily. The Ravens' defense has always thrived on momentum and chaos, and Allen's explosiveness could be the catalyst that takes them to the next level. Plus, his ability to generate pressures, about 1.4 more per snap compared to current edge rushers, means quarterbacks will be forced to throw faster, increasing the chances of mistakes. Looking further ahead, the Super Bowl odds reflect the excitement around this potential move. Currently, Baltimore is listed at plus 2,000 to plus 700, but with Allen in the fold, those odds could tighten significantly. His playoff experience, along with his ability to deliver game-changing plays, makes him a true X-factor. The Ravens know they're in a championship window, and adding a player like Allen might just be the piece that puts them over the top. It's a bold move, but one that could pay huge dividends if it comes together. Now, what's the vibe among Ravens fans and analysts? There's a lot of optimism, tempered with a healthy dose of patience. Everyone knows that acquiring a star pass rusher is never easy. Teams don't give up such talent lightly. But if the Jaguars are truly considering this trade, Baltimore's front office is going to have to act fast. Rumors suggest that the deal could be accelerated by the upcoming record deadline or even in the offseason, depending on how negotiations unfold. Ultimately, this is about more than just one player. It's about setting a tone for the franchise moving forward. Baltimore has always prided itself on its trenches, its physicality, and its relentless pursuit of excellence. If they manage to land Allen, it's a statement to the rest of the league that they're not just content with being playoff contenders. They want to dominate. And for Ravens fans, that's exactly the kind of excitement and hope that fuels their passion. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.